It's a rainy Friday afternoon. I quickly ran to the gym to get a session in before my night shift tonight, and I worked up to a heavy single on weighted pull ups. I've always struggled with the lockouts on weighted pull ups, and it's not because I have an inherent weakness, it's just the nature of the movements. Your muscles are the weakest when it's fully lengthened and when it's fully shortened. So you're actually the weakest when you're at the bottom of the pull ups, which is when you do a dead hang. You have to generate maximum force to overcome that first hurdle. And then the middle part is easy. And then the hardest part also is at the lockout. That's when your muscle are shortened. And so it's just the nature of the movement. So I don't know how I can fix this other than to just generally getting stronger and work on my form a bit more. I'm already doing double paused pull ups. So pausing in the middle part and then pausing at the top part, at the lockouts. Maybe, maybe I will swap that for a banded pull up. So I will put a band onto the belt so that it's going to be the hardest at the lockouts when the band is fully stretched. I don't know. There are a couple of ideas floating around my head. Anyways, I tried to go for my personal record a couple of months back, 42.5 kilogram added to the belt. And I could get the weight up, but I could not lock my chin over the bar. I felt very far away from the bar, and so that's got me thinking I need to work on my lockouts. But I think it's a waste of time if I just focus on that. It's just the nature of the movement. I just need to get stronger overall. So moving forward, I'm going to strip the weight down again. I won't be going for, an absolute one rep max every single session. It's easier said than done. But I just gonna drop my ego and, really work on my form. So as you can see here, just my working sets, 17.5 kilogram added to the bar. I woke up today weighing around 82.5 kilograms. So all up, it's about 122 something kilogram, which is a pretty heavy weight. So I need to manage the volume and the intensity in order to train as frequently as I train. Anyways, moving up, we got barbell back squats. And today, the working sets are 130 kilogram 3x4. Moves super well. I've implemented the cue of making my eccentric faster. Because if you want to lift maximum weight, you can't be lifting slowly. That's not going to work. If you want to lift heavy ass weight, you got to speed up the lowering portion, on the bench press, on the squats. When you lower the weight down to the ground or when you lower the weight down to your chest, you need to speed that up in order to not waste any energy. And so you can conserve that energy to explode up. It might seem like I am dive bombing the bar on these squats, but I feel very secure with the bar on my back and I feel very controlled. It's very fast descent, but I feel like I have the weight so well controlled and I have so much energy coming out of the bottom, going out of the hole. It makes it feel so much more efficient. Before I would try to stay really tight on the squat, locking everything up and lowering the weight down in a controlled manner, but it just makes the movement so much harder, so much more inefficient and so much more unnatural to me. So moving forward, I'm going to keep doing that. And here, after I did my working sets for barbell low bar back squats, I did some tempo squats. And what I focus on in my head when I do these squats is that one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, and one Mississippi. I try to pause a little bit, but sometimes, I come up way too quickly. I need to do a little pause before going up. But yeah, that's the whole idea. You go down in 3 seconds, you're meant to pause for 1 second and then explode up. Try to keep the tempo consistent throughout the sets. It's easier said than done once again, but that's the whole reason behind self-limiting variations of these lifts, just so I don't have to lift maximum weight but still keep the intensity high. And for someone who is focused on strength and just general strength, this is going to help me. I don't want to lift maximum weights, but I just want to be more efficient overall and just want to be stronger in my everyday movement. So that's the reason why I train very much full body every time. I just want the whole body to work synergistically, every muscle group. Everything just got to work in tandem. I don't want to isolate stuff. I do some bodybuilding isolation work sometimes as well, like training my arms and shoulders and stuff like that. But other than that, what I really focus on is performing the natural movements of the human body, which will help me in my job and my everyday life activities. I don't want to be stiff and sore all the time. I just want to move efficiently and gracefully, and have a good baseline strength. So maybe my workout split and training plan is not optimal. Well, it certainly is not optimal for powerlifting or for weighted calisthenics or for CrossFit or whatever, or for bodybuilding, but it's just a mixture of everything. It's just a mixture of everything that I enjoy doing, and I lift for my mental health mainly as well. I just need to get in there and get the blood flowing, just exercise. So yeah, I enjoy doing these. They sure as hell kicked my butt. These tempo squats got me gasping afterwards. So it's working on my cardiovascular system as well. You got to hold your breath throughout the entirety of the rep, going down slowly, controlled, staying tight, make your back as tight as possible to support the weight, and then exploding up. And after this set, I was gasping for air, but that's not the end. Final movements was forehead level pin overhead press. Now I swapped out the forehead level paused overhead press because I want to build that dead strength, exploding up from a dead start position. And I feel like I always lose my balance and control when it gets to, my face level, the overhead level. So I want to strengthen this area. I want to target this area in particular. And I want to explode up from the forehead level. And that's why I chose this variation to swap out. As you can see, I tightened my glutes here. So that gave me somewhat of an arch. Very much like the bench press. And yeah, just working on my stability overhead. Anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. I'm going to be going to work tonight. So that's going to be fun. I'll see you soon.